young, and the restless spoilers. Next 2-week update, August 17 to 2, 82026. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is Monday, and we have a beautiful start to the week, even if the drama on our screens is absolutely chaotic today. Grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's dive right into the madness, because we have so much to talk about regarding our favorite messy residents of Genoa City. And wow, what an episode we just got for Monday, August 17th. I mean, honestly, you guys, sometimes you just have to sit back and watch a train wreck happen in slow motion, because that is exactly what Billy Abbott is right now. A complete and total train wreck wrapped in a very expensive suit. So let's just get right into the thick of it. The episode kicks off with the immediate fallout of Billy dropping the absolute mother of all bombshells on Lily Winters and Kane Ashby. If you remember from last week, Lily and Kane were having this nice little moment. They were celebrating, they were toasting to their success and their new adventures at Chancellor Industries. And then, bam, in walks Billy Boy. And he doesn't just walk in, he struts in. He struts in with that classic Billy smirk and announces that technically the Abbott family owns Chancellor Industries. And why? Because of some ancient unpaid financial bailout from his father, John Abbott, from years and years ago. I mean, what was he even doing digging through Jill's old files to find this? The level of obsession is just off the charts. But he found it, and now he is using it as a weapon. So in this episode, we see the immediate reaction, and let me tell you, Lily and Kane are not having it. They are absolutely not rolling over for this. Lily and Kane look at him and they just straight up deny it. They tell Billy he is out of his mind. They tell him his evidence is fabricated. They call him obsessed. And honestly, can you blame them? Let's talk about Lily for a second. Poor Lily. Seriously, what does this woman have to do to get a break in this town? She has been holding the Winters legacy together with duct tape and sheer willpower. Devin just completely lost his mind over the whole Mariah situation and quit the company. He just walked away to start a non-profit because he's trying to save his crumbling marriage to Abby, which is a whole nother disaster we will talk about another time. Then Nate, who was supposed to be her rock at Chancellor Winters, decides he wants to go back to being a surgeon, which is great for Nate. We love Dr. Nate, but it leaves Lily completely stranded. So she finally finds some stability, and ironically, she finds it with Kane. Yes, Kane Ashby. We all know Kane is a snake sometimes. We all know how he literally extorted his way back into Chancellor using his bone marrow to save Malcolm. It was dirty, it was messy, but at least he was there. At least he was helping Lily run things. And they were finally having a moment to breathe. And then Billy just comes in and drops a grenade on their laps. So of course they fight back. Kane and Lily stand their ground. They tell Billy he is obsessed, but you can see it in their eyes. You can see the panic setting in, because deep down, they know Billy wouldn't bring this up unless he had something real. They know John Abbott was a major player, and a bailout like that could absolutely have a legal loophole that gives the Abbotts a claim to the company. But Kane and Lily are not going to just hand over the keys. The episode makes it very clear that they realize they have to fight fire with fire. And that is where things are going to get so incredibly dirty. Kane is a survivor. Kane knows how to play dirty. If Billy wants a corporate war, Kane is going to give him one. They might eventually have to accept that Billy's claim has legal merit, but they are going to fight to the absolute death to keep Chancellor. They are going to drag this out in court. They are going to look for dirt on Billy. They are going to do whatever it takes. And you know what? Billy doesn't even care. He just doesn't. He stands there with that smug self-righteous look on his face while they yell at him. He is completely unfazed by their venom. His smugness is just not diminishing at all. In his mind, he is already the rightful owner of Chancellor. He is already planning how to reclaim his throne. It is so frustrating to watch because Billy is doing this for all the wrong reasons. Is this really about John Abbott's legacy? No. Let's be real. This is about Kane. Billy hates Kane. Billy has always hated Kane. They have this massive history of fighting over everything. They fought over Lily. They fought over Victoria. They fought over business. Billy just cannot stand to see Kane happy or successful. So the second he saw Kane getting cozy at Chancellor, Billy made it his life's mission to destroy it. It is just so petty. So after dropping this bomb and leaving Lily and Kane to panic, what does Billy do? He goes to the GCAC to celebrate, because of course he does. Billy always needs an audience when he thinks he has done something clever. And who does he run into at the club? Audra Charles. Now, this is where the episode gets really interesting, because Audra is such a wild card right now. She is sitting there, probably minding her own business, and in walks Billy, just practically floating on air because he is so full of himself. He is in this incredibly festive mood, and Audra is naturally curious. She is a corporate shark herself, so she wants to know what is going on. Billy is so generous. He buys her a drink, and then he just spills everything. He tells her the whole plan. He tells her about the John Abbott bailout, the hostile takeover, the look on Kane's face. He just lays it all out there. And Audra is just looking at him. You can see the wheels turning in her head because Audra is currently working with Sally Spectra, and Sally is out of town on a business trip right now. Let's zoom out and talk about Sally for a minute, because she is the real victim in all of this. Sally is engaged to Billy, and we just found out a few episodes ago that Sally is pregnant, and this is not just a normal pregnancy storyline. This is heavy. Sally lost her baby, Ava, with Adam not that long ago. It was a deeply traumatic experience for her. She has been carrying that grief around for so long, and when she found out she was pregnant with Billy's baby, she was terrified. She literally had a breakdown in her bathroom with Audra. Audra was the one who was there for her. Audra was the one who got her the pregnancy test. Audra was the one who comforted her, because Audra also knows what it is like to lose a baby. Audra had a miscarriage years ago with Noah Newman. So these two women have this really deep, unspoken bond over this shared trauma. Audra genuinely cares about Sally's well-being right now. So Audra is sitting at the GCAC, listening to Billy brag about starting a massive, ugly, stressful corporate war with Kane and Lily. And Audra knows that Sally needs peace. Sally needs stability. Sally does not need her fiancé running around starting fires all over Genoa City. So Audra actually tries to warn him, which is huge coming from Audra, because usually she just lets people self-destruct so she can pick up the pieces. But she looks at Billy and she warns him. She tells him that this obsession with Chancellor and Kane is going to have consequences. She warns him that his destructive behavior is going to bleed into his personal life. She is basically waving a giant red flag in his face, saying, "Hey, idiot, your pregnant fiancé needs you to be stable right now. Maybe don't start a corporate war." But does Billy listen? Of course not. It's Billy Abbott. He never listens to anyone. He just laughs it off. He is so completely delusional. He actually thinks Sally is going to be thrilled about this. He thinks he is securing this massive legacy for their future family. He thinks Sally is going to come back from her business trip, hear that he blew up Chancellor, and just throw her arms around him and tell him how brilliant he is. It is honestly painful to watch. How can one man be so blind? Sally has told him time and time again that she wants a partner who is grounded. She told him she didn't want someone who was always chasing the next shiny thing, which is exactly what her father did. She explicitly told him that. And what does he do? He goes and chases the biggest, shiniest, most explosive thing he can find. Audra doesn't buy it for a second. She knows Sally is going to hate this. She knows Sally is going to be incredibly stressed out by this. But Billy is just not willing to listen to reason. He is so high on his own success that nothing can bring him down. The scene ends with Billy basically forcing Audra to raise her glass and toast to his bright future. He is insisting on celebrating this brilliant future he has planned for Chancellor. And Audra just kind of looks at him, raises her glass, and you can just tell she is thinking, you are about to ruin your entire life. It is such a perfectly executed scene because it sets up so much disaster. It is the classic Y&R formula, right? Build a character up, give them everything they ever wanted, and then let their own fatal flaws tear it all down. Billy has a beautiful woman who loves him. He has a baby on the way. He has a good life, but it is never enough for him. He always needs the rush. He always needs to prove he is the smartest guy in the room. And he always needs to stick it to Kane Ashby. And now we have to wonder what is going to happen when Sally gets back to town. She is out there on business, probably trying to keep her stress levels down for the baby, completely unaware that her fiancé just declared war on Lily Winters. When she finds out, she is going to explode. The trust is going to be so fractured because she didn't ask for this. She didn't ask to be dragged into a war over John Abbott's old debts. And what about Victor? Let's not forget that Victor Newman is already furious at Billy. Billy is the one who ran his mouth and told Victor that Sally sold Newman Media to Adam behind Victor's back. Billy betrayed Sally's secret just to spite Adam. And now Sally is forced to make a whole new dangerous deal with Adam just to survive Victor's wrath. So Sally is already dealing with that mess, which Billy caused. And now he is adding a hostile takeover of Chancellor to the mix. It's just too much. The writers are really stacking the deck against Billy and Sally right now. I honestly don't see how they survive this as a couple. Who actually believes this is going to end well? Because I sure don't. And let's zoom back to Kane and Lily for a second. We cannot underestimate them. Lily is a powerhouse. She has learned from the best. She learned from Neil. She learned from Jill. She learned from Victor. If Billy thinks she is just going to hand over the company she built with Devon, he is out of his mind. And Kane is desperate. Kane just lost his wife. He just lost his family. He clawed his way back into Chancellor by literally offering his bone marrow to Malcolm. He is not going to let Billy Abbott take this away from him. Kane will play dirty. I wouldn't be surprised if Kane starts digging into Billy's past, or maybe even uses Sally as leverage. When you back a snake into a corner, it bites. And Billy just backed Kane into a massive corner. I also have to wonder where Jill fits into all of this. Jill forced Billy and Kane to work together. She was exhausted by their constant fighting. And now Billy is using her own files he found while digging around in her stuff, to launch a takeover. Jill is going to be absolutely livid. She loves Billy, but she loves Chancellor too. And she knows that Billy running Chancellor solo usually ends in a gambling debt or a scandal. So we have this massive corporate war brewing. We have Lily and Kane teaming up, fighting for their professional lives. We have Billy completely delusional and drunk on his own ego. We have Audra watching from the sidelines, knowing a train wreck is coming. And we have Sally pregnant and stressed, about to walk right into the middle of a of a war zone. It is going to be a messy, messy week in Genoa City. And honestly, I am here for it. I am here for the drama. But part of me just wants to shake Billy Abbott. Just shake him and tell him to go home to his pregnant fiancée and leave well enough alone. But I guess if he did that, we wouldn't have a show to watch, right? So what do you guys think? Is Billy actually going to pull off this takeover? Or are Kane and Lily going to find a way to destroy him? And how long until Sally packs her bags and leaves him over this? Let me know your thoughts, because I am just spinning over here trying to process all of this. I mean, just the audacity of Billy forcing Audra to toast with him. Audra, of all people, the woman who just held Sally while she cried over a pregnancy test. It is just so layered and so tragic. The writers are really doing a great job of making us yell at our screens right now. All right. I am going to wrap this up before I start rambling for another hour about how much I can't stand Billy right now. Keep your eyes peeled for the rest of the week, because this Chancellor War is just getting started and the fallout is going to be massive. Until next time, stay safe and keep watching the drama unfold.